Good morning, everyone. My name is Josh, former aviation veteran, now loan officer. And here today we're going to talk to you about the zero down and what it actually means. Everybody keeps asking questions about how much do I need to bring down, how much do I got to put down on the house, how much do we have for everything else going on. Well, I'm here to tell you with a VA loan, it is zero down. That is exactly what it means. Now, this is where people get confused. They think zero down means they don't have to bring any money to the table. That is not true. You also might have what are closing costs. Closing costs will be calculated based off of how much the loan is, what different things you got going on. Now, what we can do when it comes to zero down is you do zero down on that means the loan itself right there, you're not going to have to put a down payment of a percentage like you would when it comes to an FHA loan or when it comes down to conventional. So like conventional loans, you can do zero down with a specific lenders. They have different programs that can help you out with that. But for the VA, it's just about any lender will sit there and you will not have to provide 10% or 5% or 3% of the loan. For FHA, you usually right around 3%, which also incurs a little bit more in mortgage insurance. That's the good part about a VA loan as well, is you don't have mortgage insurance, so it's a lot better. Now, as we said, down payments, those like closing costs and everything else we've got when it comes to that, you could also get seller concessions, and that depends on the real estate agent you're working with and how good they are at getting seller concessions or how good of a deal they've got going for you. So that is one way that you can do it with no cost out of pocket. If you get the seller who is selling you the house to go ahead and give you seller concessions, which means they're going to pay the closing costs. So you have zero down, and then you have seller concessions, which cover your closing costs. So you can go ahead and get a VA loan for nothing. Well, not nothing, you're still going to have to make payments, but it's not going to cost you anything out of pocket at the time of closing. But that requires seller concessions or a very savvy loan officer who can make it so that all those go away when it comes to actual cost and everything associated. But as I said, it's usually seller concessions that get it going. So if you have any questions about 0% down and the VA loan and what it could cost you, this is where I would recommend that you actually reach out to a loan officer that's near you, and you're going to go ahead and use that. They can talk about closing costs and everything that you can get right off the bat. I usually when I do it, I give everybody a quote of the worst case scenario. This way they know ahead of time. So under promise and over deliver. That's the way we go with it over here. So if you have any questions, reach out. My phone number is right there in the taglines and everything we've got going. Otherwise, have a good day or leave comments for questions.